This is my first year actually investing my time and resources to watch the WNBA. And it's all thanks to one player, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is the main reason I'm watching the WNBA season. She opened my eyes to a lot of things about the WNBA. And you know what I call her? The lawnmower. She is cutting the grass, the neglected high grass, safari grass called the WNBA. The WNBA was a neglected grass. You ever go past a house that's never been sold for a while and their grass is really high? But once somebody cuts it, it makes that house look 10 times better. That's Caitlin Clark. And the high grass, it's a WNBA. You got to understand what happens when you cut high grass. It's not just grass underneath there. There's debris, there's snakes, there's rats, there's bugs, there's worms. It's not pretty when you cut high grass. You got to be careful. There's mildew. That to me represents all the issues and problems of the WNBA. Number one, their referees is subpar to Temu level. They're terrible. They're really bad. And it's not just because of Caitlin Clark. If you watch other games, how they treat their women players, it's really bad. It's really bad. The ticky tack fouls. Let the women play some basketball and show emotion, but they don't do that. Terrible, low level referees. I've seen better referees at high school. I'm not joking. They're that bad. Then you have the commissioner is truly incompetent. She actually encourages violence. She's okay that they have this rivalry, this manufactured rivalry, Angel Racing versus Caitlin Clark, black versus white. Oh, she said it in her own mouth. It's just like the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, but it's not at all. It's not at all. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird had equal talent. Caitlin Clark is way better than Angel Reese. It's not even close, bro. It's not even close. But they want to manufacture this hostility, which manifested with the fan bases outside of the court. A lot of hatred, a lot of bigotry from both sides. Trust me, I've seen it from both sides, and it's not good for the league. It's actually toxic for the league. Then you see all the cheap shots that Caitlin Clark went through. There's no other player going through that. 17% of the flagrant fouls went to Caitlin Clark. That's a significant number for just one player. That's not a trend. That's her being a target. Despite all the ugliness, the legends coming out and hating, the analysts come out and hating, all these women just straight hating on Caitlin Clark for no reason. All she does is play basketball. It's crazy. And try to associate her with the racists and crazy people, which is wrong. She's not that. They did everything they could to try to dismiss Caitlin Clark. That's what that was saying about the high grass, the low pay salaries, the goofiness of them playing back-to-back games, playing the same team. Like, they played the Aces twice in a row. What the hell? That's not how it rolls in the NBA. Everybody plays on the road, but they don't play the same team like it's baseball and playing back-to-back. The scheduling sucked. The TV streaming sucked. Why do I have a WNBA pass for if I got to go on a different channel to watch it or a different app? That don't make sense. I bought the pass. I should watch it anytime I want. I should be able to watch any game I want. But that's the issues. The business aspect of the game is terrible. Why do they have a 3-game series for where the home team, the higher seed, gets 2 games in a row? That's not fair for the away team. That's not fair for their fans either. They don't. Their team may not see their team at all. It's bad business. Another bad business. Why do you got Caitlin Clark playing 11 games against playoff teams? She's getting annihilated the first 11 games. And they played so many games in that month. They wore that girl out. She just came off a national championship game. Why? And why you have the draft literally the next month? Like, everything about the WNBA makes no sense, bro. That's why I call Caitlin Clark the ultimate lawnmower. She's manicuring this whole league. She's giving them private planes, higher contracts, higher pay. She's helping this whole entire league, and at the same time, she's getting criticized for everything she does. It's the weirdest thing in the world. That's why she is the easiest athlete to root for to me, because she getting all this hate from all this bunch of washed up players like Cheryl Swoops and angry old men like Gio Ariyama and washed players like Diana Taurasi, just straight hate. And they hate her so much they took her off the Olympic team. It's crazy. It just shows no matter how good you do for a league, there you got a bunch of haters. And everybody piggyback off her, including Angel Reese. I am saying she piggyback off her, including even Angel Wilson. Bro, Angel Wilson is so irrelevant when it comes to sales that her own teammate who don't even get no minutes, Kate Martin, got more jersey sales than her. You're talking about a player that doesn't even get that many minutes, bro, that got more jersey sales. My point is this. Caitlin Clark brought so much limelight to the league. She is the lawnmower. And every time she cuts the grass, somebody throwing trash on her lawn, trying to tear her down. But it's okay. Watch this be the highest ratings in playoff history because of Caitlin Clark. And I hope that she wins her series so they can continue this momentum. She's going to win Rookie of the Year. I think she should be the MVP in my consideration, and this is the reason why. The Aces actually have less wins than last year. In their fourth place, we have all those Olympians, but yet Caitlin Clark brought a team from the dead, first time playoff appearances since 2016, and increased the wins by 7. To me, that's the MVP in my opinion, not just MVP in just basketball, but the business aspect of it. To me, she's my MVP. I'm not stupid. I know how politics are. They're going to probably give it to Aja Wilson or Breanna Stewart. They're probably going to give it to those two. Honestly, I don't think they deserve it this year. Tell me what revenue did Aja Wilson brought this year? Exactly. Breanna Stewart. Exactly. I haven't seen an Aja Wilson or a Breanna Stewart on anybody's body in my life. The only time I see is on TV. Caitlin Clark should be the MVP. She's the lawnmower. She is manicuring this thing called the Wild Wild WNBA, and I really believe she's going to be the greatest play. If she continues with this momentum, she'll be the greatest player to ever play for the league. I really believe that. Tell you, what if say they get eliminated, the Indiana Fever gets eliminated from the playoffs, you won't see me talk about the WNBA anymore. I believe that. She's the only reason I watch. Probably about 60 to 70% of the fans. Yeah, that's probably she's the only reason why we watch the WNBA. But I just want to say thank you, Caitlin Clark, because you introduced me to all these new players I never knew. Enrique and Collier and even new characters. Cheryl Reeves. Never, I didn't care about her last year. I really don't like her now. Tell Caitlin Clark, she's the lawnmower.